Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here. Today I have a playthrough of Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. This is a game for 2 to 5 players, a family kid-style game. Not our usual fare here in the One Stop Co-op Shop, but this one is completely cooperative, and I know there are parents out there who are playing their heavy cooperative games and want to get their kids into the cooperative love, so this one could be your gateway to getting your child into cooperative games and eventually playing the games that you love, which are the games that we feature also in the One Stop Co-op Shop. So we are Gaming Empire. It is a YouTube channel, which you're on right now. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. We have our sister streaming channel, which is amazing. Lots and lots of content going out every single day, weekday at least. Something new to see and enjoy. We have our podcast, which releases twice a week, which includes gaming talk and also some other things for you as well. We have our Discord, which is our community. We love our community. It is completely and utterly free to join in most of the conversations. If you want to contribute to our Patreon, which we would also appreciate, we have some champion tiers and different tiers like that. You can kind of guide our content a little bit, make suggestions. But for the most part, we absolutely welcome anyone who wants to come in and join the co-op fun. Before I get to gameplay at the table, here is the packaging. You see, it is... This is for the deluxe edition anyway. I believe this will be available in retail. You get the Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. Looks like an oven with the burners and everything. How adorable is that? So then we will open it up, take out some of this wrapping. And of course you have the game. Gotta have the game. We'll show you that in a second. You also get the snazzy apron with one of the characters in the game. I'm actually a little bit confused because it's definitely a kid's game. This thing's big. My daughter can barely wear this thing, who is 6. So we got the apron over there, some stickers. We got some, yep, there you go. Here's a pin. My goodness, no expenses spared. We have the recipe for raspberry pavlova. That's a card in the game, actually. And I don't know if there's... I think this is the only one. Maybe you get different ones. I'm not sure, but that's the one that I got. And it's just a bunch of stuff. They really wanted to go gonzo on the production for this one. So here is the game of Kim Joy's Magic Bakery, fully laid out. Everything you see here, including the first player token, which is going to be moving around and around, is the artistic vision of Kim Joy, who was a contestant on the Great British Bake Off. She is listed as a creative consultant and according to the publisher, was actively involved in the creation of the artistic style. So in essence, it is a very, very simple card game. We are going to be drafting ingredients out of a central pantry area. We are going to be creating these layers of ingredients over there, and then we are going to be satisfying customers. This is the core of the game, is satisfying the customers. There are always going to be 7 cards in this deck, and they are going to be of varying difficulty. 1, 2, 3. That will depend on the complication of the thing that you are trying to make. Each scenario, this is a scenario-based game. I'll show you the scenarios in a second, but this is the important one. Will tell you what you need for bronze, silver, and gold. Come on now, go for the gold every time. I'm playing a 2-player game, so the deck is a little bit easier. If I was playing up to 3, 4, and 5, this would be a little bit more difficult, more higher number characters, but it always is 7 customers in the pile to satisfy. All right, so I am going to decide whether I want to satisfy which customer. This one is easy. They don't need me to bake anything. They just want raw ingredients to make the raspberry pavlova. So then it needs sugar. I already have the sugar, and I have other items in the pantry. So I am going to draft for 1, and then I'm going to draft. What else do I need? I need eggs. There you go. So imagine you are going to your magic pantry. You're picking out ingredients. You are throwing it in the oven, and then you are satisfying the customer. That would go into your score pile. But let's say, go ahead and rewind that one a little bit. Let's say I wanted to satisfy this more complicated customer. And I'll just focus on the top row for now. We have cream. I'll just say cream. fruit, and a pastry. That is going to require some coordination. The good thing this is a cooperative game. All right, so I think this character is going to focus on the pastry. They look and they see it requires butter and flour. So then they would bake the butter and the flour, or cash that in and get a pastry. These are static. They don't go anywhere, and they're the same copy of the 6 layers. And then, because I want this person to do the cash in, I would go ahead and give that to them as an action. And then the third action could be draft a card for preparation for next round. That's a good thing to do. Always be prepared for the next customers that are coming. So now I want to satisfy this. So my wife is family is from Haiti, speaks fluent French, is a baker, told me 10 times how to pronounce this, and I have no idea. Oops. Anyway, so going to make them some cream. So what do I have? I have butter, eggs. Oh, look at that. I need to draft the sugar. I don't have it on hand. So that was one action. I was drafting. 2 actions is to get my creme. But I noticed that I don't have the ingredient that I need. So as a final option for my turn, I can throw out everything in here and just deal myself some more cards. So did I get the fruit? No! If your family member is a baker, they're going to have that experience of, I can't find it! They're going to go away. No! At the end of the round, they are going to move down, and we're going to get a new customer. If they proceed past this 3rd row, they're going to leave and be unsatisfied. So you're going to want to not happen very often. With a little bit of coordination, you'll be fine. All right, so I did show you the scenario card. Oh, here's scenario 3, a 0. Stop. Don't shuffle these cards. I dare you. Anyway, let's get out of here. So then scenario 1 is the cat. And all of these scenarios just add a little wrinkle, a little rule to what's going on. So in scenario 1, your cat is going to be laying on top of the layers, and you have an extra action to be like, shoot. Shoot. Okay? You may have noticed that on some of the characters, there's a star here. If you satisfy that condition, and it's scenario specific, you'll be able to do a better thing. So then when I satisfy this condition, I'll be able to move the cat wherever I want. Get out. And then each scenario is going to have a different condition to satisfy. In scenario 2, the mice have gotten into the pantry, and then all these will be face down, so there'll be a little bit of a mystery. Scenario 3, the fox has stole all the eggs, so you have to satisfy a special condition to get some eggs, and on to scenario 10, the birthday cake. Yummy! All right, so let me do a quick 2-player playthrough. This is going to be of scenario 1 that I showed in the overview. The cat is going to lay his butts on the the layers over here, and I have to move them around in order to get to what I want. And just as a note, this is not a challenging game. I will win. Spoiler alert, I will win. I am showing you the first scenario to give you a general sense of how it plays. If you want some challenge, you're going to have to shuffle in multiples of these scenarios. There's 10 of them. It does pretty good in terms of being a more engaging experience for your older child, shuffling in those multiple scenarios. But if you have a younger child that you just want to enjoy breezy time with your non-gamer family who happens to like baking, then this might be, I just want to give that base experience, demonstrate that for you right now. All right. So we have our level 1 customer out. In a 2-player game, you only start with 1. Very easy to satisfy at the very beginning. I'm going to leave it to the second player because they have fruit, and I have no other way to get fruit. So I'm going to prepare. So then biscuits are a nice thing to have in an early game, so I'm going to draft some sugar. Get that going. Ooh, chocolate. I'm definitely going to want to capture that chocolate. At some point, that's the rarest card in the deck. So then for my second action, eggs, flour, and sugar is going to be a biscuit. So I'm going to keep that in my hand for now. And then, just as I said, I'm going to draft that chocolate because it's precious chocolate. I'm not going to let that one go away. All right. So then this character is going to satisfy that customer. So they are going to draft some sugar. Place that, get the eggs, and then it is going to be sugar, fruit, and eggs to satisfy this customer. So I have 1 out of uh, the 7 that are in this deck. I should probably say that, right? Okay. So I should probably have said that at the beginning. So there is actually goals. I'm trying to satisfy a number of customers out of 7. If I satisfy 5 of them in this initial scenario, I get 3 stars. I'm not even looking at these 2 people. Come on now. That's for your kids. For this solo playthrough, we are going to go for the 5. All right. So then let's go ahead and put that back. And I have a third action, which I'm going to draft one of the rarer items, which is fruit. Just kind of nice to have the rare items. You can rely on the deck to give you butter and eggs and flour and that kind of stuff. When it comes to fruit and chocolate, grab it when you can. All right, we have round 2, a difficulty 2 customers coming out, and it is the chocolate tea cape. I believe that's a sheep, llama, something. So they're going to require biscuit, chocolate, and fruit. So they already have the biscuit, so preparation definitely pays off in this case. And have the chocolate, which is a little bit rare. Don't have the fruit, so I am going to just catch it. I do have the option to wipe this and just get that going. But because my partner has fruit, and see the cooperation, you have to talk and see what's in your hand. This partner has fruit. If I don't get fruit on this turn, then this player can share it and have this ready for the next turn. That's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to draft 3 cards off the top. Yeah, more chocolate. Oh, baby. And this is some butter. And there's no hand limit except for in one of the scenarios. I could just draft as much as I want. And I did get some fruit. So next turn, I am going to satisfy this character, and I have resources for the next cards that are coming out. So yeah, that worked out really well. So this person is going to prepare by making some more stuff. So then I have some fruit. I could make some jam. Jam requires fruit and sugar, which I don't have here. So I'm going to draft some butter, see what happens. Hey, look at that. I get more fruit. Okay, so that wasn't I'm not as bereft as I thought. So I don't like what's in the row right now. Really don't. But I'm going to draft the fruit anyway because, as I said, the rarer ingredients are a little bit harder to get, and I'm going to draft that sugar. So, yeah, I am prepared for the next round. The way this works is that in the next round, the characters move. Here we go. And another person that is simple to satisfy, a biscuit and a chocolate. Looks like I'm going to be busy making biscuits. So I think that this character is set up to make some biscuits, so I'm not really worried about that. Well, I did want to give the biscuit to this character, so there's a little bit of a choice right there. Okay, so as I explained, in this scenario, the cat would move to wherever I wanted, but I don't know where I want the cat to move. So I think I'm going to hold off on satisfying this customer for now and just, prepare some more, just in case I need to use my 2 chocolates to get this cat out of the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to satisfy this customer and try to get myself another chocolate. So I have a biscuit and a chocolate. I can go ahead and put that biscuit back. And I'm going to draft that one, and I'm going to try to get another chocolate to prepare for in case I have to boot the cat. All right, so let's just get some ingredient diversity going. Not too much happening there, but there's a lot of things on the board that use eggs, so I think I'll just draft a couple of eggs. I have infinite hand space. I don't care. All right, so this character is probably just going to mill for some chocolate. All right, we're not getting no chocolate over there. There, we got it right there. And we are going to draft some sugar. And I know I have a lot of resources in my hand right now. That's pretty fun for a kid to just have a fistful of resources and then just like figure out what to do with them. So that's kind of what I'm going to do, and I'll be set up to try to help the situation next turn. All right, here we go. This is the 3. This is the only 3 in the deck for a 2-player game. And they are going to want more chocolate. Imagine that. Everybody wants the rarest thing in the deck. Some chocolate, some cream, and a sponge. And the bonus is more chocolate. All right, so it looks like this is going to be the rough patch of the game because I have high point, very demanding customers out there. And I have barely any sugar. This person has a couple of sugar. This person's kind of out of luck. And everything I need to make sugar. So there's a biscuit needs some sugar in it. The cream needs sugar in it. And the sponge needs sugar in it. So first action, I'm going to be just wipe the pantry and start over. I don't like what's in this pantry. Get out of here. I want more stuff with sugar. Come on, sugar. There we go. At least one. That's cool. All right. So I am now prepared for what is coming. So I think I am going to let this person work on this character over here. They have the fruit and they have the chocolate. So I will just make a biscuit. So the biscuit is going to be, well, I have to draft the sugar first. And there's more sugar. Where were you before? And then I'm going to use eggs, sugar, and flour to make a biscuit for next turn to satisfy the llama over here. This character is going to try to build up and satisfy this customer. Everyone wants chocolate. I barely have any chocolate. Leave me alone, people. All right. So first, the harder thing, which is the sponge. So then butter. Well, actually, I have to... Ooh, I don't have any flour. I can't do the sponge. No. Oh, my God. This person has no flour. That's the difficulty of the game. When you don't have enough materials to do what you want. Oh, boo earns. Don't tell me I have to rotate the market again. I wanted to avoid that. Gonna have to rotate the market again. All right, so that's terrible. Oh my goodness. Just as I talk junk about this game that a spoiler I'm gonna win, the game denies me the resources I need to win, and there is no flour. No. My wife is a baker. I'm putting myself in her position right now and just she's going nuts, looking for the flour. So that was not successful. So we're just going to draft a couple from the deck. Oof. Boy, I am not having a good time of it at all. It's almost as if the game said, "Good luck." All right, so the next round. So now we're going to get into the ones and a couple twos. There's only three. There's only 1 3 in the 2-player game, so it's not too bad. All right, so this is a 1. They need biscuits and icing, or that's it's a 1. Biscuits and icing. All right. So I wanted to feed this character over here, and I don't have the extra chocolate, but I don't think I need to give them extra chocolate. So let's go ahead and give them biscuit, chocolate, and fruit. And that is a third satisfied customer. Okay, so no flour. But there's icing over here, and I think I have enough something to make icing. So then I'm going to grab the sugar. Come on, flour. There's some precious flour. Beautiful. And then I'm going to tell the cat to shoo one because I need to uncover the icing to make the shortbread. And I needed to clear that in order to make that happen. Next turn, I will feed this panda bear, I guess that is. I have a couple turns here, so I'm going to get busy on that. Here comes some flour. Come on, more. That's not more flour. I'll take it. So let's do flour, sugar, eggs, and butter to make the sponge. Right there. And then I'm going to just set the sponge and the chocolate aside. I'm just going to note that's part of my hand, and that's going to get fed to the unicorn. We're going to draft off the top of the deck. Sugar. Nope. Yeah, let's reset. Okay, let's see if there's some more flour. Come on. Yeah, we have one more flour, and I did need more chocolate. So resetting is not always the worst thing in the world. All right. These characters pass, and this character is 1 foot out the door. But I have this character over here who's a 1. Pretty simple to satisfy with the biscuit, but of course, they all want chocolate. I barely have any. Short on resources. Okay, so I can use the butter and the sugar. Oops. All right, go. to make some icing, and I need flour and sugar to make the biscuit that I need, but this person needs flour if I'm going to have any chance to satisfy this one because they need the cream. So I only have the one flour. So I'm going to draft the chocolate because I know I'm going to need it anyway. Okay, and that does not get me what I need. I need eggs, flour, and sugar, so I'm just going to draft the sugar and hope that more flour is available to me next turn. This character is going to go. I'm going to draft the flour. Helpful Duck! This is the wild card in the deck. And the deck has a bunch of wild cards in it, but you include them based on what kind of difficulty you want. I think this is the only one in the deck, at least for the base experience. So let's get some flour. Hold on a second. I don't have butter. What? All this drafting, I ended up with not what I needed. I don't have enough actions. The unicorn is going to go. My God, I thought I was going to win. I am going to win. Just going to say goodbye to the unicorn. Boy. So let's just change course and go for that one over there who wants a chocolate Bombay. So we are going to make something for them. So we're going to get eggs, flour, and sugar to make a biscuit. And they also, they want butter. I will be able to give them butter next turn, not this turn. And I have the sponge in case somebody else wants it, but the unicorn is going to say bye-bye and be a negative scoring. I don't think the difficulty matters for scoring. It's just how many customers you satisfy. Okay. And the last one is the mille. Oh my God. Not going to be able to pronounce that, but they're going to want a pastry and a creme pâte. This sponge is going to go to waste. Oh well, I should have filled that up. All right, so this person needs a biscuit and icing. So then we are going to put together a flour, eggs, and sugar. That's a draft for one, and then I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to discard those, and I'm going to satisfy this character. Right there, and that gives me 4 satisfied customers. Picking off the low-hanging fruit over there. So that's cool. So I have to discard that icing as well. Okay. And then that person is done. This person needs to give satisfy either of these two. So I do have a biscuit here. I have butter. And I have chocolate. Okay, so biscuit, butter, and chocolate. There you go. I have satisfied this customer. And I have satisfied 5 customers right there, which is the 5-star condition for winning this particular scenario. This cat didn't get in the way too much. And they don't really in the 2-player game because the 2-player game that the deck is set up for the ones, you might want to adjust that for your game, just so get a little bit of extra zest in there, or you could just have fun with your family. So either way, that was a full demonstration of Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Jason from One Stop Co-op Shop reminding you that we'll see you at the next stop.